It's Wednesday, March 22nd. This is a pre-opening SPY report, about 45 minutes to go before the open. You can see here after moving up yesterday towards the end of the day, price action has just been moving sideways in a pre-market range, and we're in kind of continuation mode on the daily chart. In other words, we're kind of two up from yesterday. We're moving higher until proven otherwise. The actionable signal would actually be a two down bar. That would begin to possibly work down towards, Monday's low, which would then turn the weekly chart back to red. But, that's the actionable signal. But in terms of what's really developing, we're in continuation mode. On the weekly chart, we have a two-up week. We have 3 days to go to kind of reach our target. Now, it's possible, with today's news, we don't really get there, and we have some kind of sell-off, and maybe this becomes more of a negative-looking bar, as the week goes on, and that could lead to a two-down bar, which could get that monthly chart kind of back to red, and we have these targets down here should we get back to red. But that's what we're going to see by the, I think today will be an interesting day to kind of, after the Fed announcement, to see where this daily chart ends up and how that relates to what the weekly chart is trying to do, which at the moment is trying to head up there. So anyway, another thing too, I just wanted to point out, I'm kind of starting to look at the 4-hour chart. That's like almost every 2 bars is kind of like the morning session and the afternoon session for each day. And often it gives you good, when it aligns with the pre-market action and where price seems to be going, it kind of sets you up for, what to look for. So for example, if I look today, yesterday we have the red green. So this kind of move here obviously doesn't look like a reversal to the downside, although it's possible if you get below that yellow line, then you're a down move. And that aligns kind of with, if I look at the yellow line here, that aligns with almost yesterday's low. This was like right here. So even if we break through the pre-market lows to start, we're going to have to really get below that 4-hourly low to really trigger, the downside action. So any downside probe here on the pre-market might just fail and then start back up. On the other hand, if we start to the upside, that to me is more in line with what this bar is showing. We have continuation. And since there's no immediate target, in other words, if we got a green right here, let's say this was the end of the day and we had the opening here, we'd have the targets 1 and 2 to get to. Here, we're just in continuation mode. So I go back on the chart and I see these double highs right in here. So if I draw a line there and hold it, whoops, let me do it. Well, yeah, it's up above. So if I go to the, pre-market range here, you can see where that line is up there. I'm clicking on it. That would be kind of the target of an up opening. And again, that's looking at the 4-hour chart. And every so often, this lines up very nicely with good opportunities. Like here, you come down here on a red bar, but you have that close right here, neutral. So when you get the up move on this day, you're expecting it to move to the next target. Here's a kind of thing where you come down, you get the reversal bar. If you get that up move to start the day, you can see how on this day you reach that first target up there. So a lot of times it aligns with the stuff you normally look at on the daily chart, the 2 ups, 2 downs, where like here was the 2 up that kind of then projected up here on this day, and the 4-hourly chart confirmed it here. So today we have kind of continuation mode. So early in the session, if we start up, we could be heading towards I don't know. Yeah, it happens to be this daily high right here. The weekly high is all the way back here. That's for the end of the week. But for now, we're looking. So you can see how it kind of lines up on the 4-hour chart. But a lot of times, like I said, if you look at that 4-hour chart, you just see good, like here's a great reversal bar. So on this day, once you got the down opening, it aligned with the pre-market action, you were likely targeting down here. And then once you get there, you kind of just see intraday, are you going to pause or fail or continue to the next, bigger picture targets. So anyway, we're in continuation mode is my main point here, which we kind of know anyway, and we'll just have to see, where it goes in the morning and then what the Fed announcement brings, and we'll have a lot more clarity, I think, going into, the end of the week once the Fed announcement's out of the way. But for now, we could still see if we get a little bit of upside follow through in the morning, maybe to reach that first target, which would be up here, on the daily chart, and then kind of go from there.